Samsung has exploded higher plus 26.81% to $262,500, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Sunday, August 2nd, and this is your complete global market briefing. A range-bound session is developing. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends mixed as investors focus on tech earnings. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 edged higher plus 0.70% to $7,489.72. Investor sentiment is being shaped by South Korean stocks plunge, erasing RE rally gains as chip sell-off deepens, Nikkei Asia. NASDAQ 100 edged higher plus 0.60% to $28,274. Equity markets are responding to reports that South Korean stocks plunge, erasing RE rally gains as chip sell-off deepens, Nikkei Asia. Dow Jones edged higher plus 0.53% to $52,485. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends mixed as investors focus on tech earnings. DAX is little changed, hovering near €25,629. This comes as oil prices rise after US bloc's surprise attack from Iran, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 slipped minus 0.27% to £10,868. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ futures edge higher ahead of Fed decision, chip stocks wobble, WTVB. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung surged plus 26.81% to 262,500 Korean wons in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung. Broadcom reached $200 billion RE memory chip deal, manufacturing dive. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. Amazon surged plus 15.32% to $271.58 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Amazon lifts investment plans after strong cloud sales, shares jump. Amazon is a fundamentally different business than 3 years ago. Retail is profitable, AWS is growing, and advertising is compounding. The key risk is AWS pricing pressure as enterprises negotiate harder. Near term, any positive signal on cloud reacceleration would push the stock back toward its all-time high. SoftBank Group made a dramatic move today, surged plus 13.80% to 5,260 yen. Equity markets are responding to reports that SoftBank Group, SFTBY, projected to release earnings on Thursday. Market beat. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for SoftBank Group sits around 5,575 yen and 60 sen. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view. Always do your own research. Bajaj Finance made a dramatic move today, surged plus 8.32% to 1,141.20 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Bajaj Finance's 29% profit surge in Q1, driven by robust NI and ORM growth, REDIF. Consumer durable financing and personal loans are growing, but the market is watching credit quality in a slower growth environment. The EMI card business and co-branded credit card partnerships are the emerging fee income drivers. Watch for any commentary on the Q-on-Q credit cost trend. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. This comes as oil prices rise after US bloc's surprise attack from Iran, adding pressure to energy markets. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ futures edge higher ahead of Fed decision, chip stocks wobble, WTVB. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends mixed as investors focus on tech earnings. Turning to commodities. Brent crude edged higher to $90.12 per barrel, up 1.22% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that OPEC monthly oil market report, July 2026, Commodities CL1.com, seeking alpha. WTI crude edged higher to $84.67 per barrel, up 1.29% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that OPEC monthly oil market report, July 2026, Commodities CL1.com, seeking alpha. Natural gas slipped to $2.75, down 0.4% on the session. This comes as oil prices rise after U.S. bloc's surprise attack from Iran, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $4,049.10 per troy ounce, down 1.24% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that OPEC monthly oil market report, July 2026, Commodities CL1.com, seeking alpha. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for Samsung sits around 278,250 Korean wons. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.15, gaining 0.52% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.35, gaining 0.16% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 157.40, losing 1.74% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Natix's Indian rupee forecast, USINA, could stay elevated until RBI anchors inflation, exchange rates org UK. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.